Hello folks, and welcome to yet another Gundam toy review. Halloween edition. Ooh. Today's review will be looking at the American releases for the Mummy Gundam and the battle-scarred Mummy Gundam. In Japan, the Mummy Gundam toy and the Mummy Gundam itself is known as Pharaoh Gundam. This review, as I stated before, will cover the American releases. The Mummy Gundam and the battle-scarred version were both released around the time the show Mobile Fighter G Gundam aired on US television, the battle-scarred version much later. The Mummy Gundam, at least this version, was piloted by Muhammad Dahal, and who battled both Domon Kashu and Sai Saishi. Sorry about that. Let's get to the main toys. First, we'll look at the original. As I usually state, the paint job is very clean. No missing paint here. No paint slopped on either. Very clean. The panel lines, as always, are not filled in, but they still look nice. Both the Mummy Gundam toys feature a number of movable joints, the standard joints, which include the head, which is on a ball joint, can rotate with a little bit of effort, a full 360 degrees. It has, I really shouldn't count the waist articulation since it can't even move at all. The toy has ball jointed shoulders, can turn at the biceps. Its elbows can bend up and down. Turns at the wrist. That's all it can do since it has the version 1 type hand joint. The hips are also on a ball joint. The knees can bend. And as usual, the feet are on a ball joint as well. This gives it a total of 15 points of articulation, which is pretty average for a Gundam toy. You know, it's not bad, but there are much more posable toys out there. The battle-scarred Mummy Gundam has the exact same accessories, however the detail is much greater on this one. Here we have vines, or they're wires? Well, either way, you have something breaking out, wrapping around the figure, representing the mobile suit as it was, excuse me today, I'm sorry, representing the design of the mobile suit towards the end of the episode when it was fully taken over by the Dark Gundam cells, or Devil Gundam cells, whichever you prefer. Features the same articulation, the paint job is still good. It just looks, while the first one just looks neat, this one is actually downright creepy, which is why I really wanted to include it in this review. Accessory wise, for the most part, these two figures come with the same amount of accessories. These include the standard closed hands, each one comes with 2, and then each one comes with 2 hands open with their palm faced out, so you can attach their signature weapon, the Mamba whip, a long snake-shaped whip, which looks really cool. If you can tell, you can see the little eye, little pink eye here. The Mamba whip only comes in 3 colors, but it's enough. As I said, each figure comes with 2 hands for the Mamba whips, and while the original Mummy Gundam figure comes with 4 Mamba whips, 2 of them long and 2 of them short. So you can see the length of them. Actually, let me do one better. See, here's the short one, here's the long one as opposed to it. and the short ones are mostly straight, whereas the larger ones are curved. Now, you're wondering why the battle-scarred version only comes with 2 long Mamba whips. Well, it had to make room for its exclusive accessory. See, instead of coming with 2 short ones, it also came with a mummified Mummy Gundam figure. The mummified Mummy Gundam only has 3 points of articulation, which is the head, which can turn left to right, can look up and down, and 2 arms that can only move up and down. That's it for articulation. What's important though is the sheer detail that goes into this. You can see all the bandages. Once again, I apologize you can't see it so well on my camera. That's so good with close-ups. But you can see all the bandages, some of them hanging off. And overall, it is a very good accessory. So all in all, we have excellent sculpting, some good detail, appropriate accessories. So though there aren't very many, you take what you can get, right? Unless you're talking about the battle-scarred figures case, which actually goes the extra mile. If I were to recommend either of these figures, I would go for the battle-scarred version because A, it's easier to find, thus making it a little bit cheaper. B, it just looks cooler. And C, while you still get 2 whips instead of 4, you get an extra figure, which I think is a much better deal. And this one only costs a little bit more than the original did in stores. However, on the secondary market, the original version will cost a little bit more. Not too much, but I still think you get the better deal with the battle-scarred version. Well, that's all for this review. Since all month long I'm giving you a preview at what to expect for your next review as a sort of a treat for Halloween, the next review will feature Skull Gundam, the only mobile suit appropriate to be in a Mega Man game. Well, that's not very accurate, but look, if you're a Mega Man fan, you'll get the idea. I know, bad joke. Sorry. Awkward. Anyway, thank you, good night, and please look forward to my review, and I hope you enjoyed this review.